This is Bald and Blind. In the previous episode, we finished part 1 of Recipe for Disaster, then realized the quest requires a whole lot more to complete, so we then trained our agility up to level 20 to help with running around the massive members world, and we also set some goals for ourselves that we'd like to complete for chapter 2. Let's start with this mini quest with the Barbarians real quick. Here we are. Let's see what the Barbarian guard has for us. Take that card to each of the bars named on it. The bartenders will know what it means. We're kinda well known. They'll give you their strongest drink and sign your card. When you've done all that, we'll be happy to let you in. Okay, we started the mini quest by telling him we want to go through this gate. I don't know why we want to go through this gate, but whatever, that's just how we started the mini quest. So he said the only way we can get through that gate is if we are a barbarian. So we need to prove that we're barbarians by drinking like a barbarian. And to do that, he gave us this Barcrawl card, which has a list of all these different bars on it, and then we just need to go to each of these bars, show this card to the bartender at that bar, and then they'll give us their strongest drink. Once we've done that for each of these bars, we just come back, let them know we're done, and I guess that will make us a barbarian. But before we do that, since we did come here for a quest, I'm just gonna run through this area real quick and add all the NPCs and everything like that. Okay, so there's some planks that spawn here, that's good to know. So if we ever need planks again, we don't need to go out into the wilderness. We will definitely make a note of that because I don't want to go to the wilderness anytime soon. So anyway, let's get on with this Barcrawl. So I know where some of these cities are, but I don't know Grimhaven or I don't know how to pronounce that one. Sears Village, Musa Point. Let me just look on the map real quick to see where those are. Okay, so now that we've checked that, I think I kind of have an idea of the order that I want to go in, just so I'm not running back and forth for no reason. So let's start at the Gnome Stronghold and then go from there. We brought some money, of course, because I'm assuming we're going to have to pay for the drink. I mean, maybe it'll be free, I hope, but gonna bring it just in case. Okay, first stop is Blurberry's bar. Let's show this card to Blurberry. Fire Toad Blast? Sure. Are we drinking it? Oh yeah, here it is. Your mouth and throat burn as you gulp it down. Blurberry signs your card. Okay, simple enough. 1 down, 9 to go. Next stop is the Flying Horse Inn. Let's show this card to the bartender. A Heartstopper, and that doesn't sound good. What? 9 damage? Through your tears, you see the bartender signing your Barcrawl card, and it actually did 9 damage? Okay, we might need to bring food with us to the rest of these bars. I know I said anytime we have to go to a city or town for a quest, we'll go through it to get all the NPCs, but this town is pretty big, and there's a whole bunch of quest icons in here, so I'm sure we'll be back here plenty of times for quests. So when we come back here for one of these quests, I think at that point, I'll go through and add the NPCs. So I'm not going to do that now. Let's get to the next bar. Okay, next stop is the Dragon Inn. Let's show this to the bartender. Okay, we didn't take any damage from that one. Next bar. Next stop is Forester's Arms. 18 coins, that's the most expensive one so far. Alright, 6 to go. And this town, Sears Village, seems to be pretty small, so just going to go through it real quick and get all these NPCs on here. Oh look, there's Rotten Tomatoes here too. Good to know. What is this ridiculously long name? Whoa, gotta make sure I don't misspell it. Another easy task done. Whoops, that was definitely by mistake. Alright, that was quick and easy. Only 7 NPCs in the area. I never include town criers though, because they're in just about every town, so I don't think there's really a need to include them. Anyway, 6 bars to go, so let's get to the next bar. Alright, here's our next stop, the Rising Sun Inn. Hand of Death Cocktail. Okay, 70 coins, wow. That is the most expensive drink by far. We didn't take any damage there. Oh, never mind. There's 1 damage. That's not bad. Okay, that one's done. Before I head to the next bar, I'm just gonna run through Falador real quick to make sure there haven't been any new NPCs added ever since we obtained membership. To make sure that our Falador list is complete. Alright, well it's a good thing we checked because we had 7 NPCs to add in Falador. Alright, here's our next stop, the Rusty Anchor Inn, Black Skull Ale, 8 coins. That's what I'm talking about, 8 coins, nice and cheap. Alright, let's head to our next pub. We'll do Karumja Spirits Bar, since we're already here. Okay, here we are. Alright, that one's done, only 3 to go. And Brimhaven is the town right next door, so let's head over there. Alright, here's Dead Man's Chest. Alright, only 2 to go. 1 is in Varrock, and 1 is northeast of Varrock. Perfect. But before we do that, you already know, a quest brought us to a new town, so let's run through this town real quick, get all the NPCs, and then head over to Varrock. Okay, hello, this guy has an amulet store, and it has an amulet of strength and an amulet of power. I wish I could see stats of certain items before you buy them. I mean, I'm assuming power is better because it's significantly more money. Anyway, we can't afford either of these, but that is good to know. Oh shoot. Whoops, I thought it said trade and I was trying to see if he has anything to sell, and I accidentally just paid him 200 coins. That's a waste of money. But this person, Pirate Jackie the Fruit, has some things to trade, so I put them in our notes in case we ever need these things. Okay, we got 16 NPCs over here in Brimhaven. Now let's head to Varrock and visit these last two pubs. Actually, while we're in Lumbridge, just gonna go through the town real quick to look for any NPCs who may have been added after getting membership. I think Lumbridge is all good now. We added 7 NPCs to the list, and I also noted down the location of 2 items that I saw just in case, like this iron dagger over here in the Goblin Hut, and then swamp tar in the Lumbridge swamp. Oh, I completed a medium task in the Varrock area? Medium? Really? Enter the Champions Guild. Okay, sure. I just came over here because I remembered when I was here for Dragon Slayer, this trap door would not let me go down without membership, so I was just curious what's down here. Okay, interesting. So apparently this is the Champions Arena, and if we ever find a challenge scroll in our travels, then we bring you here so we can face the challenger of that race. I don't really know what that means, but I guess if we ever find one of these challenge scrolls, then we'll come over here. I'll just put that in the notes. So here's another new NPC, and I noticed that there's an NPC around basically every single farming patch. So I need to make sure that anytime I see a farming patch to just check for an NPC over there. I don't know if it's every farming patch, but I feel like it has been every farming patch so far. Anyway, here is the Blue Moon Inn. 50 gold. What's up with some of these expensive drinks? 1 damage. Oh, look what's behind us. I see these cages that we saw in Yanil, which probably means, yep, there's a crate of rotten tomatoes. So we could have just gotten the rotten tomato for a recipe for disaster from Varrock. We didn't have to go all the way to Yanil. Well, actually, we probably did have to go there for the Green Man's Ale anyway, so it wouldn't really mattered. But anyway, Blue Moon Inn done, and we only have 1 bar left to go to. But before we do that, just gonna run through Varrock real quick to add any new NPCs to our list that may have been added to the world after membership. Alright, so we added 15 new NPCs so far. Either they were added after membership or we had just missed them, because if you remember, we never did a second pass through of Varrock. We only ran through Varrock and got the NPCs once, and then I never did it again more thoroughly back when we were looking for the hairdresser anagram solution. We stopped in Falador at that point. So with this collector here, there's an option to claim log rewards, and when I do it, he tells us we have 16 collection log items, but doesn't give us any reward, so I guess we haven't collected enough to be rewarded or anything. And he gave us this collection log book. It's a literal physical book instead of this. I don't really see the point of it, but you can wield it, which is cool, I guess. But it has this other option on it called Collections Overview, and this just looks awesome. It shows you the last couple things you've collected. Oh, here, it still looks like there's... So once we get 100 collections logged, then we'll get to the bronze tier. And then it has all this stuff categorized. That's pretty cool. Oh wait, I'm dumb. I can already get to that from here, apparently. I never even noticed that. If you click here, there's an overview button, and then it takes you to this, which is awesome. So, this view looks pretty cool. Good to know. So I guess I don't really need this book. I'm just gonna destroy it, because it doesn't do anything that this doesn't do. It's just taking up space for no reason, really. Oh, and some other cool things that I found while exploring. In the basement of the Varrock West Bank, there were ruby rings and gold ores and gold necklaces and a bunch of jewelry down there that I can't reach, but I mean, it's good to know. Maybe we can do a telekinetic grab or something to grab them. I don't know if it works because it's a bank, you know, so I don't really know if we can rob a bank. But we can give it a shot if we ever need one of those things. Or maybe they're just there to tease us, for the bank to show us how rich they are. We added another 5 NPCs, and when I went to the Cook's Guild, he would not let me in without a chef's hat, which we have plenty of, as you can see here, from killing imps, I think, I want to say. Oh no, goblins. Yeah, goblins. We got a whole bunch of chef's hat from goblins. So I really want to try to go in there just to see what's going on, and also to see if there are NPCs on the higher floors, because I can't really see if anybody's there. And to see what's so special about this chef's guild anyway. Okay, I'm glad I checked this. I don't know how useful this will be, but apparently in the chef's guild there's this pie shop. And yeah, there's these whole bunch of pies that I can buy, but there's also this pie recipe book, which, if you remember, here in the pies section of the cooking skill guide, down here, it tells you use your choice of filling with the empty pie, pie refer to pie recipe book. It never tells us what filling that we need for each of these pies, but this shop sells it. So we're definitely gonna buy this. How much is it? 5 coins? Hell yeah. So now we have the pie recipe book, and for any pie that we need to make, I'm assuming it just tells us in here how to make every single pie. Let's say fish pie, for example. Trout, cod, yada yada yada, potato, mushroom pie, dragon fruit pie, summer pie. Okay, this is probably gonna be pretty useful, so definitely glad I decided to come in here. I already had this guy, Romilly Weaklax, on our NPC list because I could see him from outside the guild, but now we have also found a pie shop. Fantastic. And there's a bank in here too? What? You must have completed the Varrock Achievement Diary hard tasks or master the cooking skill to gain entry. Second floor has a dairy churn and cake tins, bowls, cooking apples, pie dishes, nothing special really. And the top floor has jugs, apples, pots, grapes, nothing special. And a hopper? Oh, okay, this one might actually be useful. I'm assuming this is the hopper for flour, like the one in Lumbridge, right? Because I see a wheat field right here, and the bank is right downstairs. So if we ever need a lot of pots of flour, I guess once we have access to that bank, we can just grab the wheat from here, put it in there, grab the pots from here, fill them, put them in the bank, yada yada yada. And yeah, that's much better than the Lumbridge mill, I guess. Anyway, no new NPCs to add in there, but we found the pie recipe book, so definitely not a waste of time. But anyway, let's head to this last bar, which is the Jolly Boar Inn, northeast of Varrock. Oh, this guy is new, and you can get different types of planks from him. This would have been useful for Dragon Slayer, but I'm guessing it's a members thing. And he sells saw, bolts of cloth, and different types of nails. We will definitely take note of that. Anyway, here's the Jolly Boar Inn, our last stop of the Barcrawl. Here you go, sir. Old Suspicious? 10 coins, no problem. Alright, great. Now we've visited every bar the Barbarian asked us to visit and drank their signature drink. Let's just check the card just to make sure. What? You are too drunk to be able to read the Barcrawl card. That's... Oh, okay. I guess we're barbarians now. But real quick, before I head out, I'm just gonna check for any NPCs, and then we will be on our way back to Barbarians. Okay, good thing I decided to check up here because there is an NPC that is not on my list. Okay, let's head all the way back over here to the Barbarians. Come on now, these Barbarians over here are much closer. Can I not just show them the card and have them initiate me as a Barbarian? Maybe that guy who trained us, Atlas or whatever his name was? Atlas, yeah. No, didn't think so. Actually, while I'm here, let me just run through just to make sure no new NPCs were added after membership. Real quick. Okay, there actually is a new NPC, but why would she only be in members' worlds? She doesn't really do anything. She just tells you to use the pottery oven, which is something you can do as a free player because we've done it. So I don't know why she's only in members' worlds, but whatever, we have her on our list now. Yep, that was the only new NPC there, so let's continue our trek to the Barbarian Outpost. When going through the Sears Village area for the NPCs when we were here, I somehow missed this guy, Sherlock, and this guy, Ignatius Vulcan, even though we were right here by the flags field. So got those two on the list now. We finally made it. Let's talk to this barbarian and show him our card that we are still too drunk to read, despite that long journey. I never learned to read, but you look like you've drunk plenty. Yeah, we are. Since you drink like a barbarian, I can show you how to smash your vials when you finish them. Do you want to do that? Vials? Like what? What do you mean vials? Oh, like the vial that we had the strength potion in, that we used for Elvarg. I don't even know if you can reuse vials, but if you can reuse them, I'd imagine I'd want to keep them so that I can just keep reusing the same vials, but we'll just keep them for now. Maybe we'll change that later, but let's keep our vials. And let's head in here and let's see what's so special about this place that I had to go around the entire world drinking 18,000 different types of alcohol just to get in here. You need an agility level of 35. Okay, so we can't even use this yet. Wanna fight? No. Oh, what the? Bro! Stop. Okay. I didn't even attack him. These guys are aggressive. All I did... Bro, you are annoying. You are like an annoying little brother. Get out of here. Let me try to talk to her. Maybe she's nicer. You look funny. Oh, jeez. What is wrong with these people? You guys suck. Aren't I one of you now, though? So why are you guys being so aggressive? Jeez. Anyway, we completed our first mini quest. So now let's get on to the next quest. We can't do Biohazard yet. It's grayed out. Requirements, Plague City. Plague City. No requirements, no recommendations. Storyline Elf number 1. I can start this quest by talking to Edmund at his home in northern east. I don't know how to pronounce this city, man. Can I look up the pronunciation or something? I don't think looking up pronunciation is cheating. So according to Google, it's pronounced Ardoin. Okay, so I can start this quest by talking to Edmund at his home in northern East Ardoin. Cool. I know I'm kind of going out of order, but we'll just do Plague City so that we can go do Biohazard, and then we'll continue down the list. Alright, so let's head over here and talk to Edmund. Here is Edmund. Let's see what's going on. Our 23rd quest, and first quest of the elf storyline, Plague City. A deadly plague has been spreading through West Ardoin, and no one is allowed in or out so they don't spread the plague. Edmund's daughter, Elena, crossed the wall into West Ardoin to try to help those infected with this deadly illness. Elena's parents are worried because they haven't heard from her since. Let's see if we can help them find her. I've been working on a plan to get into West Ardoin, but I'm too old and tired to carry it through. So I want to go help find his daughter, and his wife made a gas mask for Elena that had dwellberries rubbed into it. So we can find dwellberries in McGrubber's Wood, which is just west of Sears Village. Bright blue berries. Foresters keep a close eye on it, but there is a back way in. Let's head to McGrubber's Wood, west of Sears Village, and get some more dwellberries. Yep, I see the dwellberries right there and right there. He did say the area is guarded by foresters, who is right here, and he actually will not let us in. Edmund told us there's another way around the back. Alright, here's the back door. Locked. Okay, so not that. I do see another red line here on the minimap, as if there's a door, but there's no door here. Oh, I see. Squeeze through loose railing. I hope these guard dogs aren't gonna attack us, but I'm assuming they will, because I think that's the whole point of a guard dog, right? So let's try to grab some berries. I don't know how many we need, so we'll get a few. And there's the dog attacking us. What's in this crate? Nothing. There's also this vine over here, and it says we need a spade to dig it up, and when you examine it, it says known commonly as redworm vine. In case we do ever need this, I'll try to remember that there is redworm vine over here in McGrubber's Woods. Wait, actually, I forgot we have an items section on our spreadsheet, so let's just add the dwellberries and the redworm vine to our sheet. We got 10 dwellberries, so let's head back and give these to Edmund. Count check with yet another lamp. Oh god. We need to try all the member skills soon so that we can decide what we want to use these lamps on, because we have 10 lamps now. And they're almost taking up half of our inventory. Alright Edmund, I got your berries. Take them to my wife, Alrena. She's inside. Alrena crushes the berries into a smooth paste. She then smears the paste over a strange mask. While in West Ardoin, you must wear this at all times or you could catch the plague. Alright, we got this gas mask, and anytime we're in West Ardoin, we need to make sure to be wearing this mask. I'll make a spare mask for you in case you lose that one. I'll hide it in the cupboard in case the mourners come looking. There we are with the beautiful gas mask. He said the Ardoin sewers are beneath us, but the soil is rock hard, so we need about 4 buckets of water to soften the soil so that we can dig down into the sewers and access West Ardoin. Conveniently, he has a bucket right here. Is there water nearby? Sink, yep. Do I just pour this like here or something? How do I empty? Okay, I keep emptying these buckets of water. It says you empty the contents of the bucket on the floor. But when I talk to him, we still say we need to pour 4 more buckets of water on the soil. What am I doing wrong? I would assume I'm supposed to use the bucket, not empty it, but I can't really use it on potato? No? Oh, wow. Okay, I'm an idiot. There's something here called mud patch. I'm assuming this is what we use the bucket of water on. The soil softens slightly. Perfect. Let's get another bucket, speed this up. Bucket 2 and 3 and bucket number 4. The soil is now soft enough to dig into. And spade, I'm guessing. Alright, let's dig in the soft spot. Alright, Edmund, what's the next step? I think it's the pipe to the south that comes up in West Ardoin. The grill is too secure, you can't pull it off alone. If you get some rope you could tie to the grill, then we could both pull it at the same time. Let's see if there's any rope lying around. That would have been nice if there were just some rope laying right here next to this pipe. Let's go get some rope. I'm sure we have some in the bank. Yeah, we have 2 ropes. Perfect. We'll just grab one. Actually, let's throw this gas mask on real quick just so I don't forget to put it on and then we end up dying or something. Alright, Edmund, get your ass over here. 1, 2, 3, pull! Oh, we're strong. Once you're in the city, look for a man called Jethic. He's an old friend of the family. Hopefully he can help. Man? Maybe a man is Jethic? Oh, perfect. Jethic, right here. Hello, I don't recognize you. I mean, I think not. How could you recognize anybody with this mask on? All you'll find here now are the dead and the dying. Even our own king has abandoned us. Oh, that's sad. So their king, King Tyrus, who is the brother of the king of East Ardoin, is an explorer and he keeps going on expeditions to the west. And they suspect that when he came back previously, that some of his men had gotten sick, and that's how this plague started. And the king isn't even here right now. He went on another expedition to the west, and he's left a man named Bravik in charge while he's away. I'm looking for a woman called Elena, yes. Okay, so Jethic needs a picture of Elena. Hey Edmund, random question, but do you have a picture of Elena? There should be a picture of Elena in the house. Okay, they just have a picture of her laying on this table. Let's use this picture on Jethic. I think she's staying over with the Renison family. They live in the small timbered building at the far north side of town. While you're over there, I borrowed this book from them. Can you return it? Sure, I'll return the book. Looks like we have a couple options here. We'll start with the one closest and just work our way out. Yep, this must be the house. Ted Renison, Martha, Billy Renison. Sure. I'm a friend of Jethic's. I've come to return a book he borrowed. It's a good thing we offered to return the book. I hear Elena staying here. My daughter Millie was playing near the west wall when she saw some shadowy figures jump out and grab her. Millie's upstairs if you wish to speak to her. I was near the southeast corner when I saw Elena walking by. I was about to run to greet her when some men jumped out. They shoved the sack over her head and dragged her into a building. They boarded a building with no windows in the southeast corner of West Ardoyne. Alright, let's head to the building and... I'm gonna guess it's this building because there's no windows on the building and there's mourners guarding the doors. That black cross means the house has been touched by the plague. I'm wearing a mask, bro, I'm fine. You don't have clearance to go in there. So we need the proper clearance to get into this building. And he said we can either talk to the head mourner, who I don't know where they are, or Bravik. I also don't know where he is, but let's just look around the town. And maybe get some more NPCs on our list in the meantime. Oh, here we go, here's the head mourner. We've added 9 NPCs here so far, including him. I need clearance, please. Absolutely not. Bro, there's a kidnap victim inside. Well, they're as good as dead then. No point in trying to save them. I've got a gas mask. It's not regulation. Anyway, you're not properly trained to deal with the plague. Oh, come on. You know what? I'm gonna rob your chests. Or not. There's just nothing in here. Boxes? Nope. Okay, we found the head mourner and he was useless. Who else did he say we could talk to? Here it is. I need clearance from either the head mourner or Bravik. Alright, well, let's keep looking because we have not seen Bravik yet. Oh, there we go. There he is. Go away, I'm busy. I'm in a meeting. No, you're not, bro. I see you walking around your room. Let's try talking to his clerk. This is urgent. Someone's been kidnapped. I suppose they can come in then if they keep it short. Yes, please. Thank you. My head hurts. I'll speak to you another day. You just asked me to come in here. I can't possibly speak to you with my head spinning like this. I went a bit heavy on the drink again last night. Curse my herbalist. She made the best hangover cures. Darn inconvenient of her catching the plague. How inconvenient for you that she's sick and dying. I'm so sorry. I'll make you a hangover cure if it means you'll help me. Here, should just scribble it down for me. Got a... Oh, this is like a bunch of gibberish. Got a bucket of milk. Okay, so bucket of milk. Then grind some chocolate. Okay, I'm assuming grind some chocolate with a pestle and mortar. Cool. Add the ground chocolate. Okay, now I spell chocolate differently. I guess it's chocolate again. Add the ground chocolate to the milk. Okay, so make chocolate milk basically. Finally add 5 centimeters Snape. Wait, I don't think that's 5 centimeters. Add some Snape grass or snap grass, swamp grass, snap grass. I'm not sure. So bucket of milk, chocolate, pestle and mortar, and then snapgrass, swamp grass, whatever that is, I'm sure we'll figure it out. We'll find out. So that. Okay, bucket of milk is easy. Just need a bucket and a cow. Chocolate. I remember seeing chocolate somewhere. I must have put it in my notes. Yep, here it is. I've seen a chocolate bar in the Yanil food shop and in the Cook's Guild. So we know where to get chocolate and we know how to get a bucket of milk, but we still need a pestle and mortar and then snapgrass, swamp grass. Who did he say it was that makes him the hangover cure? His herbalist, right? Are there other herbalists? Herbalist? No. I wonder if there's an icon for herbalists, kind of like how there was an icon for the apothecary in Varrock, who makes potions. Actually, maybe we should talk to him. If there is no icon for herbalists, I guess an apothecary would be the next best thing. Maybe. That's beautiful. There is literally an herbalist on the map. Where? Okay, I see an herbalist here. There's another one here. Gutanoth, near Yanil. Okay. Another one here in Entrana. And there's also an herbalist in Taverley. Okay. Closest one to us is this Gutanoth one. So let's head over here and see if that herbalist can tell us maybe something about this hangover cure or where to find snapgrass, swamp grass, snape grass, or a pestle and mortar. Actually, now that I think about it, logically, like in real life, a pestle and mortar, I guess it's like a herbalist thing, but it's also something you use when you're cooking for grinding things. So maybe we can find that in a food shop. There are 2 food shops over here next to us in East Ardoyne, so let's check those for a pestle and mortar first. Okay, no pestle and mortar, but he does have the chocolate bar, which we need anyway, so let's go ahead and buy this. How about this food shop? Same thing. Okay. Alright, we have the chocolate bar done, which I wasn't worried about anyway because we've seen it before. On our way to this herbalist in Gutenoth, we are gonna pass another food shop in Yunil, so we'll check that one for pestle and mortar as well. Nope, no pestle and mortar here either. Only ogres and their friends allowed in this city. Show me a sign of companionship like a lost relic or something, and you may pass. Until then, back to whence you came. Oh, shoot. Okay, so this herbalist is not even an option. Our next closest herbalist, I guess, is this one, which was at the Corsair Cove. How did we get to Corsair Cove again? It was somewhere near the port. Oh yeah, here, Remington, yes. Actually, while we're in Lumbridge, let's just grab a bucket from the bank and get a bucket of milk while we're here. Okay, we got the bucket of milk, so that's the 2 items that I was not worried about getting. And now we still need the 2 items that I have never seen. That is an axe, my friend. Thank you for the sapphire. Hey, Cabin Boy Colin, long time no see. You are not worthy enough to enter the Myths Guild. Oh, that's right. I tried coming in here when we were doing the Corsair Curse quest as well, so this herbalist is also not an option. Our next closest herbalist is this one on Entrana, and then this herbalist right here in Taverley, which is north of Remington, so let's head back to Remington and go to Taverley. So our next option, if neither of these 2 herbalists work, will be to go to the apothecary in Varrock, I guess. An apothecary is the next best thing? I don't know. We'll see. Hey guys, Future Bold Habibi here. So during this run from Corsair Cove to Taverley, I was actually on a phone call and I wasn't paying much attention to the game. I was just clicking on the minimap to move around. And this thing literally popped up for about 2 seconds and I missed it. So yeah, lesson learned. Okay, here's the herbalist. Let's see if he can tell us about swamp grass, snape grass. Oh, pestle and mortar? Okay, I was expecting to find that in a food shop, not here, but that works. 4 coins? Sure. Okay, pestle and mortar done. Oh wait, hold on, let me show the herbalist this note. Let's try that. Nothing interesting happens. What the f... Maybe these druids know? May nature smile upon you. Well, it's not, unless nature is gonna provide me with snap grass. Am I stupid? Am I just supposed to know where to get this item? I mean, it's a novice quest, right? Yeah, it's a novice quest. Release year 2002. Oh wow, that's a long time ago. I don't really know what to do or where to look, honestly. I mean, the world is huge, so, wandering around aimlessly is probably not the best idea. I mean, that may have worked for us in free-to-play, but the members world is just way too big for that. So maybe I'm gonna go back to Ardoyne, maybe talk to Edmund, maybe Edmund's wife. Maybe one of them can tell us where to find this. Here's Edmund, let's see if he can help us. Edmund is useless, and it doesn't tell us anything here in the quest guide. And I've looked at this quest guide 100 times. It just says, hangover cure, recipe, blah blah blah. Maybe Elena's mom can help us. She seemed to be pretty handy with those dwell berries. Maybe she knows something about Crass. Hello, Alrena. Please help me. Any word on Elena? No. No way! Okay, I need to find some Snape grass. Any idea where I'd find some? Please! Please help us, please. It's not common around here, though I hear it's easy to find by the coast southwest of Falador. I mean, I am familiar with Falador. What coast? Southwest of Falador. Okay, this is the coast southwest of Falador, right here. I just ran by here on my way from Remington to Taverley, and I didn't see anything, but let's head all the way back over there and see if Alrena is right. I don't know why she would tell us it's there if it's not there, so I probably might have just missed it or something. I was literally just here. There's no way I missed it. Oh, Snape grass. There it is. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you, Alrena. Because I don't think I ever would have known to look here. How would anybody know? So I guess that's why they have an NPC tell you. And there's actually one down here too. Oh, it respawned already. That was pretty quick. So let's just go ahead and grab some more. There we go. Snape grass obtained. Alright, we have all the ingredients now. So let's read the instructions again about how to make the hangover cure. Bucket of milk, grind some chocolate with a pestle mortar. Okay, pestle mortar, chocolate, beautiful. Add the ground chocolate to the milk. Sure thing. Chocolatey milk. Finally, add some snape grass. Okay, snape grass, chocolatey milk, hangover cure. Done. let's just add the location of the Snape grass to our notes before I forget. So now let's head back to West Ardoin and give this hangover cure to Bravik so that he can give us the clearance to enter the house that we think Elena is in. And let's throw this gas mask on before I forget. Don't want to end up in West Ardoin without a mask and die. Hey Bravik, I traveled all around the world to get this hangover cure for you, so you'd better give me the clearance we need, please. Oh, that's much better, thanks. That's the clearest man has felt in a month. I need to rescue a kidnapped victim called Elena. Elena's being held in a plague house. I need permission to enter. The mourners deal with that sort of thing. Oh, please don't. Okay, not I'll go speak to them because we already spoke to them and we spoke to the head mourner and he was useless. They won't listen to me. I've heard of Elena. She's helped us a lot. I'll give you this warrant to enter the house. Yes, thank you. Alright, we got the search warrant now, so let's head back to that house. I have a warrant from Bravik to enter. Yep, this is highly irregular. Please wait. You wait until the mourner's back is turned and sneak into the building. Yeah, he didn't even want to let us in even with a warrant, so I'm guessing Elena is definitely in here, and that these mourners are definitely responsible. Walk down spooky stairs. Sure. Oh, here we go. Here's Elena. Can't reach that. Why do I need to be able to reach her to talk to her? I'm just trying. Oh, there's a door. Door's locked. Fantastic. I don't have a key. I think there may be one around here somewhere. I'm sure I heard them stashing it somewhere. Have you caught the plague? None of the symptoms. I was told this house is plague infected. I suppose it's a cover up by the kidnappers. Yep. She said the key's around here somewhere, so let's search. Perfect. Let's search the rest of these things in case there's something else. Open the door. You're free! I was on my way back to East Ardoin with some samples. I want to see if I can diagnose a cure for this plague. You can leave via the manhole in the middle of the city. Go and see my father. I'll make sure he adequately rewards you. I might regret this, but I kind of want to talk to this mourner and just rub it in his face. It just repeats what we already did, where the other guy tells him don't let him in, and then we just sneak in. So let's go talk to Elena's dad and let him know his daughter's safe. Even though I'm sure he already knows by now, she's probably home and everything. We saved your daughter, buddy. What can I give you as a reward, I wonder? Here, take this magic scroll. Magic scroll? Okay. Quest number 23 complete. We got a chunk of mining XP and an Ardoin teleport scroll. That will be useful because it takes forever to walk over here. I'd recommend you go and see Elena. She'll want to thank you herself. She lives in the house opposite ours. Here's the Ardoin teleport scroll. Let's read that. You memorize what's written on the scroll. You can now use the Ardoin teleport spell. Nice. Oh, it's not even here, so we don't even have the level for it. Let's see what level it is. Just curious. Wow, we need 51 magic, and we're only 33 right now, so can't use that one for a while, I guess. Okay, awesome. With that done, we now have all the requirements to do the Biohazard quest, which requires Plague City and level 10 combat. And he told us to talk to Elena, who lives in the house across from theirs, because she wants to thank us personally.